And then comes the Clinks, which is kind of funny because so far the only person that would pull out Clinkses is Yatoro. So they're playing against the Clinks.
So when this hero came back into the meta a couple of months ago, it was mostly through Chinese teams, like Ame played it quite a lot.
For the side of Tidebound, a little more chaos that they need to probably develop with their draft, and I think Nothing to Say is he's one of those to watch. Speaking of him,
they found him. Caught him with the avalanche, the firestorm laid down, he's gone. First blood for Miposhka.
Quick ward that they give to Radon to place top. They are expecting this move this time around, so as soon as the smoke breaks, they see the heroes, they bring the squad. Yeah, Nothing to Say yesterday, he was a crucial element to the side of Tidebound.
He had a crazy game. Well, both of them. The Ember Spirit performance and then the Pango performance.
Yeah. Radon will take quite a bit of a beating here, the percent damage coming into play there. But they've got 3 heroes, so now they could actually look perhaps.
Bach. Yeah, he might be in trouble himself here with ruined Miposhka turning back round to help Radon out.
3v3.
Planet trying to help out. A burst Radon will be able to bring him down. Bach gets another hoof stomp off.
Nice sidestep for Bach.
See if Rue can get out alive. He can't. So, at the end of it all, to get the 2 for 2 here to start the game off.
Seeing literally the same 4 carry heroes every single game.
Indeed. It's like, oh, is it going to be another Terrorblade, another PA? No, we're getting something a little different.
Yeah, I think last time I said I'd like to see a switch up of a hero. It ended up going quite horrible. But anyway, Clinks, I think there's definitely some possibilities for this hero to be good.
Yeah.
Miposhka, this time they'll find him on the sideline.
I've been tried 2 times this tournament, so a very small handful of games, but it's won both of them.
Yeah, of 2 like levels of, you know, skill in comparison versus these heroes. There's mid lane. Look at this rotation. Level 6 already here.
They're going to go straight away with the Rolling Thunder. Immediately using that lull to set up onto Nothing to Say. And no chance of any backup coming in to save. Going to turn over towards Y as well. Catch him in the trees. Miposhka able to snipe his courier on the way out. Won't be able to kill Y, but still.
This is not an easy Ember Spirit game. Some of these situations we've seen these Embers picked, it's like very little control, no silence. Everyone has control, and there's a silence in the game.
Y. He's getting gone on. He's going to have Nothing to Say swinging over. We'll look towards Rue.
That shot will connect.
Can he deny himself to Roche Rue? He's going to try. And kill still goes the way of Shiro.
Wait, Shiro got him.
I was going to say, yeah, Shiro just turns up and gets it with the tar bomb. All right, easy kill for the carry.
Which means they can send 3 anywhere, so they can bring the numbers. So Tidebound have to be ready for those numbers to come in. They are looking to set the trap on mid lane, Laurel.
See if he can get his way out of this. He's looking to get the Rolling Thunder off, won't be able to get the chance this time. 4 heroes surround him.
Good positioning there from Shiro too, just getting that wrap so the extra damage comes in during the chains. He's just gonna force it.
Malal does have Rolling Thunder.
Just saying.
The tower's gone.
Up by the initial ice pad.
Into the silence. He's able to jump out just before the Rolling Thunder comes in, and he's got enough remnants to get away. They did attempt as well with the Fiend's Gate to try and find him after he remnanted out. They won't catch him. Lal, he's going to swing back over, look towards Planet. Planet turns with the burst onto Rue. He's going to bring Rue down very low as well with the Impale in on him. The Ice Path and the Dual Breath. Ashira just stands his ground. There's Nothing to Say, comes back in, gets the slight chains off on him. Miposhka, they get the kill.
Planet also almost gets the power shot snipe there onto Rue. They're bringing the numbers on Tidebound, and it's working. Able to claim that tower in Spirit. Not layering their spells in the best way. It looks like they were hesitant on initially going for the Ember. Could definitely see that squishy Pango just die, right?
Yeah.
We were saying just a couple hits plus the slight chain and he's gone. Laurel?
He's got the invis.
The push here. It's a 3-man ice.
It is, and the backup's coming in. The Fiend's Gate's going to be there this time. They're going to get caught off guard massively. The 3 of them stepping up there on Tidebound. Spirit very much ready for that one. They're a little bit of a misplay there from Tidebound.
Yeah.
Walking up, holding each other's hands there with the 3 of them. It's as if they forgot there's so much AoE coming out from Spirit.
Miposhka literally landed on
the
all
easiest
3 of
ice
them.
path of his life.
Nothing to say. They're sneaking forward here with Bach. They've got the Blink Dagger on him.
He's going to go in. But the jump forward. I mean, backup's here for Spirit. They can fight back. They're in with the Rolling Thunder. They've got the pit and the Ice Path down onto Nothing to Say. He's gone. Now with the Rolling Thunder from Lyle, he can turn over towards Y on top of it. Sure, they get the kill, but they're pushing really deep for these plays, and Spirit are not going to let them get away with that.
Spirit's completely set up with 5 heroes. And, I mean, even if not, they have Fiend's Gate to potentially be able to join if they didn't have everybody.
Yeah, they can't afford to go for these crazy moves on Tidebound. And I feel like they don't need to as well, right? Do they need to be going this crazy for the kills?
They're looking for the fight.
Bach, he's going to lead in, but again, the Ice Path's down upon him.
They're
Bark,
bursting Radahn.
decently tanky. Radahn and Deep will be the first to fall. Bark will survive.
Even through the pipe, they're able to do so.
I'll push them off. So if we can get something else here, chains on to Collapse. To the Tame.
Nice play. Still showing, they're like, they used all their ults. We can fight versus this since they used everything. And Show buys the shard.
Yeah, prioritizing it,
Yep.
right? Getting it before finishing the deso.
We've seen,
Yep.
I mean, we've seen multiple different approaches from multiple different players. This one, he's shown that he really wants to have this. Cool to see. Radahn. A lot of damage.
And they do have a lot, and a decent amount of control with the Tame and the Wheel of Wonder. Radahn.
Is it enough?
He's gone.
The power shot to execute. They got him.
Oh, Bark. Careful, nearly dying to the Ancients.
Just straight up commit your damage on, because Klinks does an absurd amount of burst. Yeah, Radahn maybe not anticipating how much it is. He's 0-3 now on the Tiny.
There we go.
Top, nothing
Ready with the blink. Lal closes in. Escape path will come out, but the ice path's there. Still not enough, though, to lock him down. Nothing to say, actually able to jump out of this.
Nope.
Why? Can he get away from Lal? Lal pretty low on the mana. So why will make him work for it, and it's given the chance for Shiro to turn up and take Miposhka down in return.
Nothing to say, he's healthy. He's looking to continue fighting here.
So, not going to be able to chase Lal. Lal's fine. How's the regen room going? We'll have full health, full mana. They'll turn their attention over towards Collapse instead, which they will find. So once again here, with these fights that Spirit sort of trying to make themselves... We had that one being the reveal, really, with the Blink Dagger on Lal, right? They wanted to try and go for nothing to say.
Also, to point out, both supports, they have 4 staffs. So we mentioned a lot of floor coverage spells. Now they have ways to disengage out of it, too.
They're in.
Rolls coming through.
He's under the tier 2. Shiro's able to put the BKB. He's going to try and turn and bring down Radahn. Him and nothing to say, going full in on the Tiny, fully focusing him, trying to finish up the kill. They'll get the chains off again. Radahn, though, surviving. Nothing to say goes down. Radahn.
He's alive.
The final hit will get him. They get the kill.
They lose
it cost them nothing to say's life, and it cost them the Aegis. So they couldn't do here on the round 2 of Shiro's life.
Nice
Good.
power shot.
It just bursts through the Pango. Lal disappears. Collapse is trying to get in on top of Shiro. The escape pack's there, but the pit's down, controlling both White and Shiro. Atos as well. Shiro trying to step away. Now turns back over towards Collapse.
Shiro.
Pretty beefy Bark in with the 2-man Hoostomp. Gets to jump on the route. Double edge as well. Shiro turns towards Miposhka, but Collapse is able to finish him off.
Collapse is the true carry, plus 200 damage.
The pit's back up as well. Now dealing with Bark, Planet and Y might be a bit too tough for him.
He can't.
As they'll be able to kite him up, take him down. So at the end of it all, very much still Tidebound's fight.
So starting to acquire that wealth, as we said. They weren't really waiting for any, like, big timings, but now things are starting to come together. We saw Collapse in the last fight with the Aghanims come into play. He's queuing up the Nullifier. You know, we'll see a bunch of them this game, like you said, versus the Escape Act. Jump top, Laurel showed.
They get the Hoostomp straight away. Bark, no hesitation from him.
That was greedy, and now they can hit the high ground.
He's dead for 50 seconds, no buyback. That's going to hurt. Spirit, what can they do with the 4 of them? They've got the fortification.
Centaur, especially for like magic and small instances of damage, he's great. Versus big instances of damage like a Tiny, he's not gonna be able to survive now at this point if Radahn is there and he's alone. Nemesis Curse, easily able to shred through him. Level 20's been hit too, so Radahn still keeping pace even though he's 1 and 4.
So nothing to say, trying to make a guy in the mid. He's got the BKB.
BKB's gonna go down, he's gotta get out.
Hey, Lal's looking to maybe swing over.
They're pitted.
They've got the Fiend's Gate coming in, the pit down onto the 2 of them. Lal should be able to help try and take down White. White will attempt to escape with the escape pack, but a further pick gets dropped. White will get caught.
Spirit leveling up. Another catch.
And Radahn
solo plays.
He's just making plays on his own now. Shiro has to try and Hurricane Pike away.
We kept highlighting Planet 2 for that kill streak, Owen.
That's a lot of money.
Got it. I'll tell actually in a second after this fight, but Radahn stepping forward. They saw him.
Smoker's spell now. Bark, he's quick. Straight in with the Hoostomp. They look to try and get the jump on towards Radahn. Shiro puts the BKB, bringing in the damage. They'll bring Radahn down.
No
Bark.
BKB for him.
Immediate moves here from him on the Centaur, setting up for such a play. Lal try and swing back round with the Rolling Thunder, looking for Planet.
But there's no Tiny.
He's not going to be able to get him. Planet's out of it with the wind run. Lal, he'll roll up for now.
They don't have damage without Radahn.
Collapse is trying to deal with Shiro. Shiro turns with the barrage. Root not going to get out with the TP. Collapse, he gets out just in time before Bark would have come in with a Hoostomp.
Hey, Owen, they find the best possible target. They find a no BKB Tiny. You know, Radahn, he did go a very greedy route with his build, and he's the one that gets caught first.
Yeah. And these blink plays from Bark, fantastic. You know, as we saw moments before, jumps in, illusion doesn't reveal from the smoke.
Brew. in the front lines.
Up to the high ground. So they want to try and go for a blind play here. They use the Stampede. Bark trying to go straight over towards him. He's found him. He's found Radahn with the Who Stomp. Shiro laying down the damage. Radahn, they've got to try and bail him out somehow, but the BKB's on for nothing to say. He's just going to force the Tiny out of the fight, chasing Radahn immediately out of the team
Shiro's
fight.
isolated.
Back in action. Shiro's surrounded, but Bark's back in the Who Stomp. Shiro does still end up going down in the pit. They get the Wheel of Wonder, though, controlling the two of them. Buybacks now to come in from both. Shiro ready to return to the fight. Same to be said here for the supports of Spirit. The numbers still favoring that of Tidebound. With the position they have, the chains again onto Talon and Rue. Radahn will turn towards Nothing to Say, will be able to combo down the Ember, but he has got buyback available as well if Nothing to Say wants to return to the fight. Naposhka, focused now down by the rest of Tidebound, will fall.
I love these buyback use. I mean, it's very aggressive, but you know what? Why not? If they're going to throw their buybacks at, you do it as well on the side of Tidebound. And I think Collapse, is he short on it for a second there? That Ice Path is huge. Of course, it's not this Ags macro pirate.
Radahn.
Radahn.
Stepping up, he's going to get caught by the Who Stomp into the Tame the Beast. He'll get the BKB off still. Radahn trying to turn back over towards Bark.
They're on the back line. Why?
See if they can finish off the Ringmaster. Forced to the side of Why. He'll get the Ghost Scepter off. Doesn't matter. They'll kill him off. They'll get the kill.
This is one of the first times Laurel was able to snipe him out before the fight starts. So 60 seconds, no Ringmaster. 50 seconds still left on this Aegis.
I mean, they might want to try and go again. They get the jump on a Collapse. See if they can bring in enough damage to take down this Underlord. They've got the Stampede, the damage firing in for Shiro. It's enough to bring Collapse down. The Gleipnir onto Lal. Can hope for anything more here, Tidebound.
Such a heads-up move because Spirit was all backing up to heal in the fountain. If they were actually closer, they could have perhaps gone for a fight there. So very good play from Tidebound.
Radahn stepping up. He's got the full combo down on the wall. Nothing to say. Nothing to say. He'll get the BKB off. Turns to the slight fist stand. Chains off. In fact, jumps in aggressively with the Remnant. He's looking to get in there. Shiro will go down the once. He's going to be back for round 2 here off the back of the Aegis. Bark looking for a chance to maybe get in with another Blink Who Stomp. Fear will catch on towards Shiro. Get the BKB off. Jump forward from Bark. In with the Who Stomp onto Radahn. Shiro with the damage. They bring Radahn down out for 90 seconds. Collapse to fall. Rune trying to fight back in with the Pierce the Veil, but soon to come to an end. He hasn't got much more to offer as him and Lal have to back off. Jump forward for Nothing to Say. In with a slight change nullifier onto Rue as it's 4 dead on Spirit. None of them with buyback available.
They're buying back to end the game. Bach comes back. 4 heroes dead on Spirit. Laurel, you're all on your own. They keep just addressing Radahn, and my god, the damage from Shiro.
And all off the back of these jumps from Bark. As I said, played this Centaur perfectly aggressively this game. Lal is going to try one last hold here to try and keep them off the tier 4s and the Ancient with the Rolling Thunder.
But they're just committing for it.
They are. They want to close this up before the respawns come into play for Spirit. The tier 4s are gone. The Ancient exposed. Collapses back up. He'll come in with the pit, trying to stop the push, but the damage here coming in, surely going to be enough. Move forward for Lal, but he's caught by the stun. The Ancient is gone. GG is called as Tidebound will take game 1.
They came to play today. A beautiful game 1. Honestly, super aggressive. It was never like, hey guys, let's sit back and wait for next time.
It really wasn't.
Hey guys, let's sit back and wait for this next timing. They were just super aggressive, constantly smoking, finding these plays.
The man had Greaves Gleipnir, which, by the way, I really like the Greaves purchase from him. I think it makes a lot of sense. You are playing with the Ringmaster on your team, and so therefore Team Spirit answers with all of this AoE, and so you get a mechanism. It's been a while.
It's been a while and the hero has changed.
And
what makes this a good next game?
He has the mana burn facet as well.
Yeah.
I wonder if he'll keep that because, I mean, mana burn facet, you talked about anti-mage, you're memeing about anti-mage.
And obviously in terms of sort of the support situation, Tidebound, why?
Get a run down.
It's going to get taken out here. Collapse finds the first blood. And so it's talking about why he's obviously going to have that save. And we'll see what Rue can do on his Wind Ranger, because obviously after that game 1, right, Planet gave quite the show on the Wind Ranger.
He truly did. I mean, good call there. As Courier does get taken out, Don does end up losing his. Collapse taking a ton of damage here. The missile.
It's going to be enough to get him. They'll strike back on the top lane, get themselves a kill back their way. Tidebound.
Surround in mid lane. Laurel, only level 5. Both supports are here. Nothing to Say has the catapult wave too. Rue, or sorry, Y, on the side.
There's the Rolling Thunder. Lal's in trouble. Rolling Thunder sets up for Planet to move in. He's got a stun if necessary. There it is.
Easy setup. Nice rotation from these supports. Tidebound, a solid early game, 6 minutes. Able to apply that pressure to mid. Laurel struggling in this matchup again. A very good timing for that Beastmaster. He's with a Nyx in the lane. So, gotta always highlight that.
Yeah, they didn't have a bad time down there.
Bach now, a little deep.
Collapse. Comes in with the TP. The stun and the roar to hold back Radan. Gives Bach the chance to run. Further TP's coming in now for Spirit. Zero get a good angle with the cooldown though across Miposhka and Radan. He'll step up and with the Rocket Barrage able to help take down Miposhka as Nothing to Say comes in with the Rolling Thunder. They'll trap Radan as well. Double kill for Nothing to Say. Collapse is trying to find Bach. Will get him, but it costs Collapse his life as well.
Power shot.
Puts the power shot, but gets cleaned up by Planet with the Mind Flare.
Tidebound, I mean, they're more prepared for this move. They just bring the numbers, they get the catch on the side, even though it looks like the Beastmaster's actually a little deep, little split things. I mean, we would have to see this replay again, but there was little things that actually allowed him to get away between a stun from the Nyx and I think a Carapace coming up from Nothing to Say. Power. What's it gonna be?
Zip forward from Lal.
Nothing to Say.
He's gonna get caught by the stun here, Lal. Lal has to zip out. Very low on the HP. Nothing to Say he's gonna go for Collapse, who tries to power strike away, but Nothing to Say he's got him caught. Sets up for the missile to connect.
He also gets caught.
Indeed, you can't hide from this Pango. Nothing to Say, he's always gonna find you.
Truly killing it. Again, the Mage Slayer, he barely takes any damage anyway. They don't even have a point in escape act. They don't even need it to be able to save him. Honestly, Laurel is lucky to survive.
They got super low going in for that zip.
Yeah, I thought the wheel actually had turned him and had him under control, but he's able to get himself out. Tidebound, an even better start to this game than last time. And this is with a Nyx Assassin as the 4 position, so it's saying quite a lot because this hero can falter in the laning phase. Jump again, Nothing to Say.
Tower's already gone. See if they can chase down the Pango.
They can. No points in escape act.
So if they can get anything more, they turn towards Y. They'll find him as well. So they lose their tower, but Spirit back in action. Get themselves a couple of pickups.
And Radan, I believe, gets the last hit there, Nothing to Say too. So the ideal pickup that he's able to get. And then maybe you look for the play with the summon.
Hey, he might be able to set up on Lal if Bach's close enough.
All right, Laurel, he is not expecting this.
Bach moving in. There's the stun. Into the roar just in time.
Make sure those croakers aren't near to steal it. Okay, good. It does push away. Push it away so no tendrils will take the kill from them. Planet.
Back around the mid Planet.
Planet is here again. Laurel.
He's looking for the setup. Lal's not ready for this. The stun's there into the Rolling Thunder. Getting caught out by Planet once again.
You know, you don't play against Nyx Assassin for months. You kind of just forget that he exists.
It kind of feels like that's the case, right? Because I don't know if you want to be up there on the high ground hitting a tier 1 as a Storm like that. It's rough.
Wild positioning, really, from Laurel. Planet.
Having a free game so far.
And Planet just continuing to do a lot of scouting as this Nyx Assassin, applying tons of pressure. Radan still no BKB.
Nothing to Say, able to start the play.
He's going down.
Yeah, they're not able to bring anyone up. It's out. There's Radan. Taken out. Nothing to Say, continuing to find these kills.
Tidebound's making it look easy today.
This is the super smooth sailing from them, in particular in this game too.
Yeah, they just have honestly, they have a great read of how Spirit's trying to play the game. Collapse gone for a bit of a pivot also in his build. He's gone for a AVULUS.
I'm a Poshka.
He's found it. Oh, I actually never even pointed this out that Miposhka went for exposure this game. I should have seen that. I should have said that, but we probably did point it out.
Lal. Not really much you can do. Maybe we'll collapse it. They'll go with the Epi over towards Planet. They get something.
Can they get themselves out without losing anyone? It looks like they will. So they do get a kill, but they lose a tier 2. So. Nope. It's bottom. Not a
Miposhka.
good one anyway.
Dangerous territory here from Miposhka.
Dead. Instant dead. No need to use the roll. 17-7. Just every single move continuing to hit for them. Laurel looking for Nothing to Say, but Y is here behind him.
Yeah, this ain't happening, surely. He's going to try to look towards Y instead. Does have to jump forward from Collapse. In with the power strike on towards Y, but Planet's in with the spike carapace and the stun. Shackle will connect, but do they actually have to damage? Y will get the escape act off him himself, and now Shiro turned up. Spirit have to get out of here.
And Collapse.
Caught by the Raw. Lal was lucky enough to TP out.
Oh,
they're trying to make a play happen, Fog,
so
but they're just too far behind.
Oh, and they can't even kill the 5 position. He pops Essence Ring. I think he tonics himself, gets the escape act. Can you actually ever take a fight versus these auras that we have? We're answering the magical and we're answering the physical.
Planet, look who he's found. Does have BKB TP, but he's gone for the TP first. Did not expect Planet to be watching him. So now the option of PKBTP is not going to be there for Radan. He'll get caught by the Roar. An unfortunate time there to try and TP out. He did not expect them to be watching him.
Honestly, Planet is making this Nyx look insanely good, and it's making it look like it potentially could be a hero that comes back. Just because how big the map is, you only have so many sentries, especially if you start falling behind the coverage. But also, they've got the timing for the BK.
Here we go. Let's see how it goes. They're turning up with Radan, with the carry. What can they make happen?
Jumping on Bach.
Okay, they get the Vortex trap back, but Shira's already moving in with the BKB. Collapse will buy some time in the air with the Yule Scepter. Shira's just running down Radan. Radan has to bail out of the fight. Collapse is going to get left behind. They don't find the jump that they were hoping for, Spirit. Rue caught out by the damage from Shira. They just push it forward. Radan put the BKB, try and turn, but the Roar's there. Onto Radan. Radan falling low. Here's his BKB. He's about to come to an end. Collapse will come in with the Burrow Strike Epi, but the cleanup is just occurring here from Shiro. Ultra kill for him. La will try and jump forward, but the rampage is there for Shiro. They just cannot fight into them, Fogged. They're too far behind.
Too far behind, and the damage mitigation, you're truly seeing it. The pipe, the Mage Slayer's coming into play. Shiro lives with 500 HP. They showed Miposhka mid.
Yeah, nothing to say. He's just going straight for him. In with the Rolling Thunder. That's the AA out of the fight.
Radan also caught.
Straight over towards Radan and Rue.
They can't
and over to Lal. Nothing to say. He's just hitting them all with these Rolling Thunders. Always finds the angles. Double kill for him. He's ready to move on for more. Roar onto Rue. Rue's gone. Radan will get out with a BKB TP.
This game is so done. There's nothing they can do. Anytime someone shows, they just run at him. Roche is up. Here comes the final onslaught. Ancient Granite, Golem also. A little more HP for the team. I'd say a little, 20%. They'll take it out. Nothing to say. Ready to jump.
Trying to burst him down low. The missile connects into the Rolling Thunder. They're straight over towards Collapse. Collapse is not even going to get the chance to get the BKB or anything off. He's just dead.
And the back line. Everybody's dying.
And Planet, he's ready to move in. Over towards Lal. Lal will survive. The space there, though, for Team Tidebound to take this bottom set of racks.
That's the Megas.
So they can do anything with these buybacks. Radan is trying to take it down the once, but the Roar comes out onto Radan. Triple kill for Shiro, who will fall the once with the Aegis, but Spirit, they're running out of lives. GG is called. Tidebound take game 2, and with that, knocking Spirit out 2-0.
In such a convincing fashion, honestly. This is insane gameplays coming out from Tidebound. Collapse, he'll even throw a tip over to Bach, who, yeah, everybody played so well on Tidebound. What else is there really to say? They completely crippled Spirit.
This is the sort of hero that if your player is confident, you can pull it out. Yeah. It takes such a meta to play around Nyx Assassin. Like, you feel the whole Dota community gets used to it together, like we're some sort of hive mind.
We are.
It's been months.
We are all a hive mind that